Hey Capricorn, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of June 2024. This is your first time catching one of my readings. I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I'm your favorite money tarot reader on YouTube. And I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm using my original tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then Capricorn, we will close out your reading with an Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. All right. All right, Capricorn. So that Tower card literally just fell out. This tells me that you are in the process of kind of revamping your entire financial situation. Now, this doesn't always indicate something negative, but I do feel like maybe there was some sort of a crisis and you felt like, oh my gosh, I really need to get my money, my money situation in order. That's what I'm picking up with this card. So some of you have to get your money situation stable. You have to get your money situation in order, okay? It is of the utmost importance. Now, sometimes this is easy to do. Well, I shouldn't even say that because it really isn't. Sometimes it's easy to know what to do, but it's not exactly simple, or it's not exactly like we know what to do, but we're not in a position to do it. And I say that from experience because I know I've been there. I've been there many times in my life, so I totally get it. All right, Capricorn, but things really are going to change very quickly. All right, so things are a little temporarily out of balance. That's what this Temperance card is about, but this is the turning point. This is the crucial shift. This is where things really literally turn on a dime for you, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? All right, so the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. So even though you're in maybe the crisis stage as it relates to your money, that doesn't last very long because that Knight of Swords says that, oh, yeah, we're making a huge shift, and this huge shift happens fast. All right, then we have the Justice card, the Empress, and then we have the Two of Wands, all right? These are cards that talk about making big, bold decisions and taking massive action and then trusting the timing of how things play out. So sometimes you don't necessarily know how things are going to rectify or how things are going to change. You just know that they are changing, and then you work with what you know as you go. So because we are talking about a major movement as it relates to your money, it's about big, bold decision making. It may be you need to pay off something now, or it may mean that you need to put a bunch of money into savings right now because you don't know what could happen next, or what is going to make you feel secure. Because I feel like there's a little bit of financial insecurity too, and there's things you can do in order to make yourself feel better about your finances, and that's what I believe you are trying to do right now, Capricorn. Okay, so and this isn't always something where it's like, oh my gosh, I have to do this right now. But sometimes it's just the realization and the understanding that, yes, I have to really make a change, because if I don't, things may move in a direction that I'm not happy about. Okay, so that's really the vibe I'm picking up here. All right, so let's continue on and see what else shows up for you, Capricorn, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2024. All right, so this is all about being proactive, but you're going to have to do that independently because we've got the Four of Swords and the Hermit card. So sometimes you need to make decisions on your own, and then you also have to take action on your own. And then once you get things kind of you get the ball rolling, then that's when you can share your ideas and maybe plans with other people. But for right now, your best, safest bet is to kind of keep this to yourself, at least for right now. Your plans as it relates to what you're doing with your money. Now, you may want to share that with people close to you, but I feel like there's going to be some judgment and there may be some criticism, and that's not the energy you need right now. So don't worry if you have to kind of work in secret, so to speak, you know, until you kind of get things stable and until you get things settled financially. All right, because I do feel like some people are not going to understand. But we also got that Page of Wands. That's an unexpected announcement as it relates to your work or your career. Remember, just because it's unexpected doesn't mean it's negative. I do believe that this is something that comes out of the blue and it does impact you, and it does really, again, it gives you a new realization about what you want to do with your money as it relates to planning, saving, investing, maybe expanding a business, maybe reinvesting your money into a business or something like that. All right, so I'm really picking up the first half of the month, Capricorn, is you making those big changes and making those big decisions, and then seeing how they play out while you work in silent, while you make plans independently. Because you don't need a lot of interference from other people who don't understand what you're trying to do. And especially when it comes to money, people are very opinionated and they will try to say, oh, well, I wouldn't do that, or I would do this. And so your best bet is to kind of eliminate all of that by just being quiet about what you're doing. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what else shows up for you. Wow. All right. I'm going to reshuffle because that was just way too many cards. Okay. What do we need to know, Capricorn, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2024? Look, you got a couple of repeater cards. Very interesting. You really are rebuilding something, Capricorn. Like, what are you doing? Now, sometimes this card is very exciting. Why? Because it talks about deconstructing. I've said this before. Deconstructing, taking something apart, stopping something, rearranging something even, because you're moving, like you're doing something totally different. So you have to stop this. You have to like really break this down, break this apart. All right, because that's how June is starting, and that's what it looks like it's going to continue to do as we move into the second half of June. All right, Five of Wands, communication. Somebody doesn't understand what you're trying to do. At this point, Capricorn, your best bet would be to cut it off somehow, some way. That's what the King of Swords is telling us. All right, so I'm not saying you have to cut people out of your life, but maybe you just don't have certain conversations. Maybe you just don't say or share certain things as it relates to finances, as it relates to work, as it relates to your career. Maybe somebody will not totally be on board. Maybe they're afraid for whatever reason. But it looks like you're going to have to stop having money conversations with someone or maybe a few people because they just don't understand, right? So we got that Hermit card. We got that card twice. We got the Tower card twice. The Hermit card talks about working independently. And again, I'm getting that repeatedly here. In other words, you have to like stop maybe sharing your plans with people, Capricorn, because somebody is not, you know, it's like they want to be supportive, but they don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. Now, you know, sometimes too, like you've done something for so long or you're so good at it that people don't understand why you don't want to do it anymore. That's what I'm picking up with this energy here. It's like someone's like, but you're so good, or but you've been doing that for so long. Like, why would you not want to continue? You know, that's the vibe I'm getting here. All right. So again, you may have to work in silence, or you may have to share as little as possible with the people around you. All right, we also got this Three of Pentacles. Again, someone's questioning why you're doing what you're doing. And then you got the Four of Cups, which is a card that talks about being presented with either opportunities, alternatives, or other options, but they don't resonate with you, or they just don't feel right now. So you're going to have to say no, because usually when this card comes up, it means that there's something you need to say no to. All right, Capricorn? Okay. All right, let's see what else shows up for Cap as we close out June. Oh yeah, see, things just really start, whoa. Things really just start working in your favor, definitely by the end of the month. Okay. All right, so we got that Ten of Swords. Again, this is the card that I'm talking about, not sharing with everybody what you're doing. Some people are going to feel like it's a betrayal, or some people are just going to feel like, okay, that's fine. You know, it's like they cut themselves off. Next, we got the Justice card. This is also a repeater card. This is a decision being made in your favor. Now, this could be you making a decision as it relates to what you're doing financially, as it relates to money, work, your business, your career, whatever. The other thing is the decisions you make as it applies to your work or your career really pay off big. And it's really a confirmation that you're doing the right thing right now, and that this is what you need to be doing right now. Even though things look maybe a little chaotic or maybe a little scattered at the beginning of the month, by the time we close out June, you're going to have a lot of clarity that, yeah, this is the right thing. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I should have been doing. All right, next up, we got the Chariot card. The Chariot card is a card of excitement. It's also the card of things happening at once. All of a sudden, stuff starts taking off. You know, you may have a side hustle that's starting to, really grow and be, thriving. Then you have something else that's going on over here that's just as exciting and just as, quickly progressing. Now, sometimes it's not always work related, but I do feel like this is going to be multiple things. Like you're going to have maybe a side business that really takes off, and then maybe there's a new relationship in your life and that takes off too. And it's very exciting, both aspects. Or it could be something else where you're just, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this to happen, and I'm really excited and happy that it did. Next up, we got the Eight of Pentacles. This is a slowdown in work, surprisingly. Even though you are deconstructing or reconstructing your work and your business here, you're actually going to be slowing down in work. You're not going to be as busy, which is going to free up your time and energy to do some different things. I do pick up that some of you want to travel. Some of you want to maybe even go back to school, or maybe you just need a break and you just don't want to work over the summer. Maybe you just want to, I don't know, relax, decompress, right? Because we are getting into the summer months. We are getting into the middle of the year, and we don't always have to be go, go, go. So I do feel like some of you really will just kind of stop working, as much as you can, or maybe cut back on work in some degree, because you just need a break. You just need to do something different, or your mind just needs a mental rest. Finally, we got that Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is the money mindset card. I like seeing that card in the reverse because it means that you're no longer feeling trapped or limited by scarcity or lack thoughts. It means that you see the potential of what you can do and what you can create, and you can make the money you need to make. Now, this doesn't mean that things really just kind of start easily just, working for you as it relates to money, but it does kind of let us know that at least you have your mindset right. At least you have the right perspective as it relates to how you can manage your finances and how you can make your finances grow. So Capricorn, you've got big changes this month, all right? The biggest changes, like I said, is something literally being broken down so it can be rebuilt back up. That's what we're getting because we've got 2 Tower cards in your reading this month. We also have big changes as it relates to the work you do, as it relates to the plans you're making for your financial future. And you do get confirmation and you do get some payoff from some of the decisions you're making financially right now. And you're going to see that play out towards the end of the month. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and close out your reading with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. I haven't used this deck in a while. I felt drawn to it this month. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Air Guardian. And it says, shift your perception. Shift your perception. And I think that is definitely what you're doing this month, Capricorn. You are shifting your perception as it relates to how you want your financial life to look, how you want your money situation to be. And so you're doing the things, you're putting things in place so you can create the exact money circumstances that you are wanting and that you are desiring and that you are it's like you're creating a whole experience, because I'm picking up it's more about the money. I mean, it's not only about the money, Capricorn, but it's more about the whole experience as it relates to your money. And that's what we're seeing, you know, in your reading here. That's what I'm picking up. It's like it's more about the experience that you're creating. All right, Capricorn, well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations. That's going to be it. We'll do this all again next month.